Alrighty, here's my quick little review for these Hollyland Lark M2 wireless lavalier microphones. This should be a system that you can use with anything that takes USB-C. The reason why I grabbed these is because these are magnetic. The microphone is here, and then there's a magnetic bit that can go on the other side of your shirt, so it doesn't pinch you, and you can pretty much put it wherever you want. Looks like this is a controller, and that's where it goes in, and here's the charging bank. Let's open this up and see what we're working with. Alrighty, here is my quick little review for these Hollyland Lark M2 wireless lavalier microphones. The reason why I got this set is because these have the microphone, this little coin, and then on the opposite side there should be a magnet so that you can put it anywhere on your clothing and then the magnet will go underneath it. Makes it convenient because you can place the microphone setup pretty much wherever you want. You can see that's how it's used. You can be used with a phone or a camera. Anything that plugs into USB-C should work. Made to inspire. Let's open it up and see what we're working with. Got a packing list, quick guide, some stickers, little emoticon stickers. Interesting. Here is the main docking. Here's your firewire, aka lightning. USB-C, which is now the standard. Whoops. Good solid construction, pretty stable. Nothing chintzy about these. Let's see if there's anything under here. Oh yeah, we got a whole big carrying case. All right, let's go through everything. This is a 3-channel audio jack. These are magnetic, what do you call them, clips. This appears to be a lanyard of some sort, maybe so that you can have it dangling from your neck. I'm assuming it's also magnetic. Yeah, it's also magnetic. This is the caterpillar, the lavalier, nice and furry, and one more, and then a USB-C cable. So all the goodies right here. All right, let's take a look at the case. Nice construction, USB-C in the back. All right, let's open it up. Oh, very nice. Very cool design. Let's take one of the mics out. So this is a really smart design. Yeah, so there, that's where the sound goes in. This I think is an on and off if you want to mute it. Charging point, and then this is a little magnet. So, really simple and ingenious. Here's a piece of paper. You can literally use it with anything that the magnet can go through, but boom. There it is. Magnet is on there, and mic's not going anywhere. Very cool design. And then this must be the controller, I'm guessing. So this would go to a camera, something that requires this. So it looks like that's a freewheel. But we'll get into the features and see how it works. TX1, TX2. You can see it's got 3 lights there. And these 2 indicate charging. All right, so now I'm gonna do a little bit of recording with my iPhone 14 Pro just as is. And then I'll put in the lightning cable connector and I'll do a little bit of recording just with the mic. And then I'll put the lavalier on it so you guys can see what the difference is. This should just work when I plug it in. Alrighty, so here is the mic, and I'm just recording nice and close. There's about there, and let's put it on right here. So there it is, just below me, and I'm speaking normally. This is how it sounds, and I actually haven't heard how the sound quality is, so I'll have to play this back and see how good it is. So that's it without the lavalier. And that's it with the lavalier on. And I'm speaking kind of softly, but more or less at a normal voice. All right, now time to watch the footage and see how it sounds. Wow, that really is night and day. The nice thing about these mics is they take a lot of the ambient noise, you know, the sound of the outside through my window, the lots of little creaky noises that are coming through my house, and they kind of limit them and make the range right about here. So these are really great at capturing your voice. You know, there are times when just using the broader range microphone on your iPhone is the right way to go, but a lot of the time, if you're trying to do recordings outdoors, you're not going to get anything that you're saying because the mic's picking up all that extra noise. Oh, another thing I want to do is I want to show you, I wanted to test the noise cancellation button and see if it actually works. So here's the mic. The mic is here. If I hit this button, it should start noise cancellation. But to give us something to work with, let's play some Mozart. So this is Mozart on my phone behind me, and I'm recording, and I want to see if this will make a difference in how it records my voice. So it looks like this light changes to green, and now noise cancellation is engaged. And we'll see whether or not that makes a difference in the quality of my voice that is being recorded. Thank you, Mozart, for participating in this test. Playing it. It's off now. It's off, it's off, it's off. And it's back on, it's back on. Does it make a difference? We'll see. Another thing I wanted to show you about these microphones, you can see I'm actually holding it right here, but I'm showing you what's on the phone, is on the dongle that goes onto your phone, it tells you which mic is connected, or if both of them are connected. So I'm going to have this one going right now, and now I've got the second one out. It should tell me that both of these are going to be connected now. So yeah. Oops. That's funny, they want to get away from each other. So this one was TX1, and this one was TX2. So putting this one back in, it's now charging, and then boom, it says that it is offline and standby TX1. Cool little feature. All right, so here are my final thoughts on these wireless mics with the magnetic button. I think they're well worth the investment just for the many different ways that you can use them. One final review note is that keeping the microphone close to where your mouth is will get you much better sound quality with the lavalier and without it. You know, if it's upside down, if it's on your shirt like that, it's not going to pick up the sound nearly as well. So being cognizant of where that is will definitely improve the mic's performance. And you know, for a wireless mic with a charging base, you can't do better than this. A lot of the cheap ones, which are, you know, fine and well to have as a backup, the cheap ones look like this. The microphone's like that, and there's a little thing right here that turns it on. You hold down the button and then it turns on, and then similarly it plugs into the bottom of your phone. But you got to remember to turn this thing on, and the charge doesn't last for very long. So all in all, I don't think they're worth it as a... So I highly recommend this set by Hollyland. The Lark M2s are well worth the money, and go out and get yourself a pair. Thanks for watching.